Logan Paul still hasn't refunded his scam. I mean, I know some people might be surprised. I'm not. But apparently there's something new from Mudahar himself. So let's see what's the latest.
Gals, me Mudahar, and we're gonna talk about Logan Paul today. You might be like, whoa, Muda, what did Logan do before the end of the year? Literally New Year's Eve, and you're talking about Logan? It's not what he did do, it's what he didn't allegedly do that I'm more interested in, which is refunding the Cryptozoo victims. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, about a year ago, a friend of the show, channel CoffeeZilla, made an amazing video series where he covered into the Cryptozoo project that Logan Paul basically was a spearhead, a face of, and had showcased how the
So I have seen these videos, otherwise I would react to them, but like I've seen them a couple times. And yeah,
project was a complete absolute failure.
Pretty terrible.
And a whole bunch of people put their money into a project that ultimately got them no return out of it. Now, again, that project entirely led to a massive fallout, and Logan Paul effectively threatening to sue CoffeeZilla at the time, which, believe it or not, that video was removed, shockingly. It's still actually available, thankfully, as a re-upload. I looked into this video at the time.
I did not know that.
What's funny about it, too, is that inside this video, he actually showcased some severe level of due diligence, where he actually gave out the sealed information of one of the actual private parties mentioned, and had basically leaked out his sealed court records to the world, showing that if he wanted to do background checks on any of the scumbags that he worked with, he clearly could. This project consisted of Logan Paul, Jeff Levin, his manager, Eddie Ibanez, who was one of the lead developers, God knows where he is, and
is that even his name?
Jake the Crypto King douchebag. Now, Jake the Crypto King is a person that I recognize, and I'm sure most of you recognize, from his various exploits in the trading card community in the past. Now, this man has been branded as a scumbag long before he was on Cryptozoo. So,
actually, I don't know him before Cryptozoo. Yeah, I haven't looked into that.
Logan Paul decided to let this man jump into his project was beyond me. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, obviously Logan Paul had threatened to sue in this video, and that law...
You have to think, like, if he teamed up with all these scumbags, like, what was his plan? To be a scumbag? Like,
lawsuit went nowhere, because he recanted that literally about a week later after posting this brain-dead response video. Now, again, to go into Cryptozoo and what it actually was, the actual Cryptozoo game was effectively just a place where you could breed, hatch, and capture eggs, so to speak, right? If you go to their website, which is still up, by the way, you can join the most exciting crypto game in community. Hatch eggs, breed animals, play with hybrids, earn yield and zoo token, collect NFTs, and bring them into the real world. How riveting was this gameplay? Here's how you breed an animal, boys. First, you go to market.cryptozoo.co. Look at all of this amazing, and wow, you can get a common kitten, but do you want to get the butterfly? If you were stupid enough to buy this dog shit, man, I don't know what to say. Man. But again, you go to this exact page, you connect your wallet, you pick the animal you want to breed, you select the animal you want to mate it with, and you breed it. Such exciting gameplay, my friends. Now, if you want to play a free version of this dog water, there is a YouTuber by the name of Yippee that has created what is known as Real Zoo, which, again, if you wanted to create a free account and play it, you can. Again, even in a free state, this game is absolutely not worth your time or anybody's time. But again, the game itself, not exactly interesting. Like most NFT Web3 games, they are 100% of the time boring dog water that is usually done better by actual free-to-play or at least paid
that's because the gameplay is not the point.
To this day. Why the fuck would I play Earth 2.0 when I could probably just play some World of Warcraft or GTA Online or Red Dead Online? As dead as Red Dead Online is, it has 100 times more content than basically any Web3 NFT trash fire game that exists. But that's besides the point. See, after Logan Paul had made that terrible response video, he had basically scrubbed it down. And
this isn't about a game. This is about crypto. You know what I'm saying? So why would they put super huge amounts of effort into the game?
An apology video, an actual apology video to Coffee, and he made what is important to understand is the 3-letter program, the 3-step plan. Now, this isn't some Alcoholics Anonymous shit. This is Logan Paul coming up with an actual plan on how to handle Cryptozoo. So let's listen to this one.
Not a criminal. I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego flare, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact—
Oh, you had the best intentions?
Did you have the best intentions? He never sold the token. It's sort of like the completionist. Well, I didn't get rid of the money. I didn't take the money. It's still there, but it's still taken.
With
it's still
South
fraud.
Park animation ripoff that you were also on. Wow, this man is one of the most transparent idiots that I've ever seen on the platform. Again, if anybody had bought into Cryptozoo and they had any inkling of knowledge with his prior crypto projects, they would run far, far and away. But see, it's not even like
even
Logan
just
Paul.
the previous projects, but also like look up who he's working with, who are his partners, what are their histories. The people who bought into this, and some people put a ton of money into this. I just don't understand.
I'm exactly mad at. It's the people that are willing to give up their money on these stupid projects anyways. Which is where I lose a bit of sympathy over the last year or two covering this kind of stuff. But that's besides the point. I'll save that for the end. Let's listen to his 3-step program very carefully.
Doing CoffeeZilla is not going to burn our Zootopia headline, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going.
Right. Best intentions, that's what matters.
CoffeeZilla is not going to help Cryptozoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me.
Or is it possible that he's not able to have a good case against him? Is it possible?
So I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the release of animals into the wild to accrue your yield function.
All right, so 3 actual responses.
My eyes were glazing over. I didn't understand. Like, okay, I'm sure people who've bought into this or have gone over it a whole lot know what that means, but those are a lot of terms I was confused about.
Now, one of them is obviously him and his manager are going to be burning their tokens.
Base eggs and things.
The second point, which is the most important, is at the moment, he said right now, that is 11 months ago, by the way, January 13, 2023, when he said he was committing around $1.3 million
it was that long ago?
to refunding anybody at the mint price for those base eggs and base products or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, the third part is he'll actually be completing the entire game as outlined in the white paper. So we're going to look at all 3
I think
of
he
these
legally
and
has to
basically see just how well Logan did in all of this. Now, going to the Cryptozoo website, one thing that I wanted to see was, hey man, what is the timeline looking like for this project? So again, going to their Cryptozoo here, looking at the timeline section, 2021, they launched the Zoo token, cool. 2023, Logan Paul apologizes to CoffeeZilla. And what happened after that? Whoa, blank HTML code. Nothing. So apparently it seems like the game and most of the progress on it is pretty much dead. So I decided.
But I think it's so cool how CoffeeZilla gets things to move along, you know, just by him doing so much research, calling whoever out. And those people, it's almost like they have to say something. They have to do something. It's really, really cool.
Okay, maybe they talk about this in their other social media channels, okay? They've got the Twitter. Let's see what's up with their Twitter right now, boys. KSI responds to Logan Paul's apology and plan. August 18th.
Okay.
The account retweets Cavos, officially 26. Thank you, everyone who supported me this year. And most importantly, add Logan Paul, pay back the people you scammed.
What the heck? He tags him. These people are so gutsy. I couldn't do that.
Jesus.
Just tag them.
Uh-oh, it's a private community. Uh-oh. That's not looking too good. We're missing 2 shots here. The Reddit page is private, but obviously their official Twitter is dead as hell. May 27, 2022. January 11th. Attention, zookeepers. Please unlist your base eggs and base animals as we prepare for the next steps of Cryptozoo. Where are the next steps? Well, apparently nowhere. Let's go
That was
to
their
the
last
Cryptozoo Discord. Whoa, hey Logan, he's on here. January 1st, 16. Hey zookeepers. Ow! God, I hate it when he talks like that. We are continuing to work hard to further develop and release the game. This is a priority for me personally.
It's been a whole year.
Such a priority. You were dead silent for the rest of the fucking year there, pal. I've committed more than 1.8 million for... Okay, it's 1.8 million. For those who do not want to wait for...
We all know that this is about to be a bunch of crap. Again, with the CoffeeZilla research and the multi-part series, I think it's great because at least maybe somebody will have a light bulb go off and be like, oh, I really need to stay away from this. Hopefully that's what this did. It's been a whole year since he said he was going to commit. And why does it say he's going to commit 1.8 million? And in his video, he said 1.3. Maybe I didn't listen to the whole thing yet.
Completed. Players will be able to burn their base eggs for the mint price. As for those who purchase Zoo, it's important to remember that Zoo was created to support Cryptozoo. Zoo was not and is not an investment vehicle. As we conduct our internal exam and audit, we will do our best to ensure a satisfying outcome for all.
What? It's not an investment vehicle?
I'm sure Jesus will come down to the earth faster than this project will be refunded. That's just my personal belief, of course. Oh, wait, maybe there's something in their official YouTube page. Oh, shit, they're dead. But at least I can talk to the scumbag lead developer, Eddie, I guess. That's a fun video from him. Yeah, it's safe to say that the project is very dead since Logan had talked about it January of this year.
That's insane.
So again, that's
but
one
expected.
Of the things that I have to ask. So question number 3 out of that 3-step program, will the game be completed? It's still a question that many people are wondering. Is it ever going to be completed? And again, looking into Logan Paul's response again, he actually lists that 2023/2024. So again, we still have a whole another year to go before GTA 6 gets released. But
that little tidbit is important.
We may happen to get the final launch of the Cryptozoo game, as exciting as that may be, okay? Now, part A of that entire 3-step program was Logan and his manager, Jeff, were going to burn their Cryptozoo tokens. And while looking at the actual Cryptozoo's dead burn wallet
don't tell me they didn't do it.
When it comes to a cryptocurrency, a dead wallet account, a burn wallet, is where tokens are basically thrown in and they're effectively burned. Meaning that once they're entered in this black hole of crypto, they really don't come out. And of course, throughout the course of the year,
I don't understand.
There have been burns. And they're
what does that mean?
Burned. Meaning that once they're entered in this black hole of crypto, they really don't come out. And of course, throughout the course of the year, there have been burns. And you might be looking at the quantity for these burns like, whoa, Muda, 1.6 million burns? 1.4 million? 475,000? Whoa, they've just been chucking this token into the fire. And again, ladies and gentlemen, to give you a sort of a large scope of how much money this really is, I'm going to show you what the price chart looks like for this Cryptozoo dogshit token.
All these like weird terms for crypto, it just seems like such an easy way to scam people, you know? Like, it's confusing. Normal people won't get this, I think. Take a lot of study to understand.
Okay, so to give you an idea, the actual current value of this at the moment is $0.00000007488 US dollars, okay? So yeah, this is pretty much sitting there with hyperinflation levels of currency. It's not worth shit. So the amount of tokens that are being burnt really aren't amounting to all that much.
But how much is it?
Tokens for anybody that's really in the market, obviously burning a token increases the value because the more money you remove from a pool, the overall value of other tokens will obviously increase. The supply, the amount is lessened, meaning the value of each of those tokens has basically risen.
the amount is lessened in the digital like I don't get it. It's not real. It's not there anyway. So how it's not a physical item, so I don't just whatever.
It's simple to understand. Obviously, Logan and his manager burning those tokens means that they apparently have lost the financial incentive to keep these tokens or profiteer off of them. The other big reality of this is I always find burning to be super duper weird, especially when looking at a lot of these projects anyways. I don't think it really leads to much. Now, Logan has not provided exact receipts or easy to understand information freely available that showcases that he and his manager have directly burned every single token. But see, the value of these things are so minimal, and because they're never going to skyrocket, because here's the thing, Cryptozoo will never actually be worth anything because, like most of these shit tokens, the actual utility and the value isn't there. They're not meant to be investment vehicles. They're literally just there to exist as monopoly money for whatever crypto project they're attached to. Logan burning his tokens and not burning their tokens literally doesn't matter much at the end of the day. Has Logan Paul refunded a dime back to anybody that was behind these Cryptozoo projects? Anybody that was purchasing into them? That is something that unfortunately
I thought he refunded a little bit, but maybe not.
Hasn't actually materialized at all. And because it hasn't materialized at all, it's led to a class action lawsuit against Logan Paul, Cryptozoo Incorporated, and the various people that are apparently behind this project as well, like Eddie Ibanez, for instance, or Jake, the douchebag crypto king. So here they actually write here that plaintiff, on behalf of himself and all other similarly situated individuals, allege on personal knowledge, investigation of his counsel, and on information in behalf the following claims against these defendants. So what's interesting is they bring up some Discord screenshots that show Logan Paul saying, "Please do not put any more money into Cryptozoo." And again, this is apparently alleged that he framed it as an investment before saying Cryptozoo was not intended as an investment vehicle.
I
caught that. Don't put any more money into the Cryptozoo project. Again, I don't necessarily know exactly how we're getting into this, but again, another user says he's probably saying, "Hey, I'm sick of you guys blaming your investment decisions on me, so I'm putting it in writing, don't buy any more," but that's just my guess. And of course, Logan says, responded, "Right up there, King, that's exactly what I'm saying," which probably shouldn't be something that he is saying. But then again, if you're going to be somebody that's buying these projects anyways, it's probably up to you to talk to a financial advisor and probably quickly realize that Cryptozoo wasn't going to take you anywhere. That still doesn't mean Logan Paul should be writing in and saying, "I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions."
Again, it sucks, but he's not wrong. It's like, I'm scared to make any big financial decisions. It's scary. And how are y'all so comfortable just handing thousands of dollars into this stuff? It's really, it's a scary thing to do. I don't know.
We've talked about influencers.
Where's your research?
Intimidation, basically the lifestyles they live, and telling people, "Hey, look, these are these cool projects." And even if you're not outright saying these things or making statements, the fact that you're associating yourselves with these crazy get-rich-quick projects, which ultimately benefit you at the end of the day more than they ever could benefit your audience, they'll probably jump into it, drive the prices up, and you might be the only winner out of it. Again, that is also extrapolating things a bit, but I think as an influencer, especially as large as Logan Paul, you probably shouldn't have gotten involved in these messes to begin with. So here in the factual allegations, the plaintiff began investing in cryptocurrency in 2016. My condolences. In 2021, plaintiff was told by his son about a new NFT project with Logan Paul. Cryptozoo was promoted by Mr. Paul as a game that makes you money, with a massive team supporting it, funded by like $1 million Mr. Paul claimed to have invested. I'm going to stop you right there, okay? If you want to read more of these factual allegations, you can. But if your son brings home a little project to you, "Hey, Dad, Logan Paul made this NFT game," and you decide to put money into it, that, my friend, is a terrible gamble. You might be better off gambling in a Las Vegas. You might be better off gambling in an underground back alley poker game run by the Hells Angels, all right? You might have a better, more legitimate chance there of earning actual money or an actual return on...
I mean, at least poker takes a little skill. I mean, come on. You might as well learn poker and just go do that.
This is just a bad thing on you. But of course, this is a actual massive class action lawsuit. And again, this involves these 5 individuals, and it's run by what appears to be a user known as Attorney Tom, who is actually a YouTuber as well too. He made a video where he said, "I'm suing Logan Paul for his NFTs." Now, from what I understand with this lawsuit, I've actually decided
probably
to look
take a long
into it
time
and see have there been actual substantial updates. While Attorney Tom, we are pursuing action on behalf of our clients against Logan Paul for misconduct including fraud, unjust enrichment, negligence, conspiracy to commit fraud, violation of Delaware's prohibited trade practices, express breach of contract, implied breach of contract, and fraudulent misrepresentation.
Take
he is
forever.
basically stacking up a bunch of victims right now as part of a big class action lawsuit to go against Logan Paul. And again, there is an entire Discord of these individuals that I wanted to investigate and see just how deep the rabbit hole went. So again, looking at the Cryptozoo victims in this situation, there are users that are still active to this day, sharing podcasts with Jake the Crypto King exposing Logan Paul as if this was just shockingly new information anyways.
The Crypto
Screenshots
King
from the official Cryptozoo Discord, it seems, were used.
Hold on, wait, did he make the video? No. Crypto King exposes Logan Paul
as if this was just shockingly new information anyways.
I think he did blabber.
The official Cryptozoo Discord, it seems, where users who literally exist typing in, "Do not invest in this project." Bruh, it's been 2 years and he's currently in court trying to avoid paying everyone back. How are you this delusional? Because I'd rather be delusional thinking I'll get back my initial investment than just pouting and accepting all my money is lost. Listen, man,
because people don't want to admit they screwed up, so they'll screw up worse. It's so stupid. That's even more stupid.
You just have to accept that maybe it is all just gone and move on with your life. That might be the most healthiest thing imaginable. But of course,
you want to put more in.
I decided to look at the announcements that this Discord server had. And this is from Attorney Tom. Very important announcement. Please read. Oh, I am. On Friday, we agreed with Logan's lawyers and the courts to pause the case for 90 days in order to mediate the case. If you have not signed up or have completed your intake questionnaire, please do immediately. If you fail to do this in a timely manner, you may miss out if this case is resolved. However, this does not mean that the case will automatically settle. It only means that we will attempt to negotiate a settlement.
Yes.
If Logan and his team do not offer a fair settlement, we will reject it and continue on with litigation. However, I would not get your hopes up. There is an old saying amongst lawyers, nobody ever gets settled at the first mediation, but it is worth attempting to negotiate. And this is the thing that you got to understand about litigation, especially legal stuff. It's not going to take months even. Sometimes class action lawsuits, especially class actions.
Those are the worst. They take many years. It's just, it's going to be a long time.
To couple years to sometimes several years, okay? I mean, Jesus Christ, this is a pretty big situation for every party involved. And of course, looking into some of the actual response from Holland v. Cryptozoo Inc., one of the exhibited unsworn declarations of Logan Paul themselves. This is, again... Now, there have been some updates to this case from Logan's side, it seems. You've got some unsworn declarations of him not operating anything in Texas. And I'm not a legal expert, but it does appear that it seems like this case is attempting to be thrown out just because of, what appear to be like these technicalities. And again, I'm not a lawyer, so Attorney Tom or any attorney really is going to be better explaining this than I. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like the refunds are going to start being issued at least anytime soon. Litigation must come first. It's pretty sad when there are websites that exist like Logan.
Like, wouldn't it just be easier to just give the refunds than to do all of this? Why is he doing this?
PaulScams.com. It's been 351 days, 12 hours, 42 minutes since Logan has promised to refund Cryptozoo victims he scammed.
No.
Has he repaid them? Whoa, it came to the same conclusion I did. Apparently none. And, even in recent fights, as of a couple months ago, he's out there basically still being hounded about this too. Listen to this clip right here.
What are you friends with Conor McGregor? Where is he, by the way? Where's Coach McGregor, and why won't he take my bet?
He'll be here and he'll smack
why won't he take my $1 million bet?
Why won't you pay back to people from Cryptozoo?
I'm working on it, Dylan.
I'm working on it. Quite literally in that. It's insane.
He was waiting for that moment. That's hilarious. But for real, like, it's not like, oh, well, we don't know his financial situation, but he's not poor, right? He's not like he maybe he spent all his money. Maybe he always spends all his money and it's like he doesn't have it to give back. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just do it and get it out of your mind, get it away from you?
Now,
that's hilarious, though.
On it doesn't seem like he's actually been working on it. Now, if I actually look into some of the victims over here, too, the victims, and especially their Discord messages over here, they have literally just been saying, yo, give me my goddamn refund. Really could use the refund. When refund? Let me fucking refund! When refund? Yeah, I don't think you guys are really getting a refund, at least anytime soon. Look, at the end of the day, it's been a whole goddamn year since Logan Paul has covered Cryptozoo, or at least actually been involved. It's been almost a year. Next month, in a few weeks, in a couple weeks, it'll actually be an entire year since his 3-step statement that he released. And not a single thing appears to actually be done. What is, however, confirmed is Logan Paul and KSI's Prime Drink, which has taken the world by storm, has apparently announced that they will reach 1.2 billion sales.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he has $0 and, like, I mean, you know, it doesn't seem like he has nothing. He seems like he has excess money, excess everything.
US dollars by the end of 2023. And while Logan Paul owns a percentage of this, clearly Logan Paul has the money. He's not poor. He can pay back the people from this Cryptozoo situation. Now, I assume because of that class action lawsuit that's still running around, still going to potentially go to court, that might be the only thing that's stopping a refund from happening. Obviously, when you're being sued, especially on a topic like this, giving any money back in a refund, from my understanding, at least appears that you are agreeing that it is basically a scam. I was financially responsible, and I'm just trying to make things right. Maybe this thing is all put up to a standstill. Now, does that mean that I'm against the litigation happening? Absolutely not. I have no trust in Logan Paul or his brother. I think in order to get these guys to do anything, you have to start pulling teeth quite legally. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's been basically a year, and the victims from this Logan Paul Cryptozoo nonsense have apparently seemed to be forgotten about. And Logan Paul is, once again, going to quite literally get away with it. And this is the thing that honestly kind of
He will.
Throughout my last 2-3 years covering crypto nonsense, especially in this influencer bubble, I would say that a lot of these crypto projects have kind of died. You don't really hear about a whole lot of influencers launching NFT projects,
well, there's
crypto
too many
tokens,
scams that have
forth,
happened.
at least as much as you used to over 2 years ago, a year ago even. And it's most likely because of the terrible, terrible reputation that these projects have.
Right.
Even with most of these Web3 NFT games, I start to hear less and less about them. Nowadays, the entire rage is generative AI and AI projects. And even those have so much negative connotation attached to them that many people who are literally making money off of their public brand power are staying far and far away from it. But for people like Logan Paul that have been involved in numerous projects that have been surrounding with cryptocurrency, there have been allegations of scams and frauds and hurt parties financially. And honestly, he's not the only influencer that's ever dipped his toe into it. I have not really seen many influencers get the slap that they truly deserve. You see, the US government and a lot of the governments around the world that should be caring about you financially.
Okay. Yes, they can. Well, they're supposed to, but it's like, this is such a new thing. I don't think that they even understand it. That's
appears really not to.
What
it's
I
not
think.
To say that the government doesn't make an example of you. Clearly, with people like Sam Bankman-Fried and Bernie Madoff, they do. But with influencers like Logan Paul and a lot of these creatures and characters around, it seems like for them, justice never truly comes.
That's because it's a lot of the much older generation. They need to get some newer, like, millennials in there that are really intelligent and educated on crypto scams and things like that. Just like the younger generation crime, like digital crimes and cryptozoos, and you know, they need to get people in there that understand that. I really don't think the older generation even
And
gets
honestly,
it.
it's up to the community like us to keep people like this accountable. Make sure people
could be wrong.
remember
I don't
that
know.
these individuals are not to be trusted with any money given towards them. And honestly, what shocks me and hurts me the hardest is if Logan Paul literally came out tomorrow, today, with a new crypto project, he would make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars.
He sure
Quite
would.
literally. People
From
will
some of the
forget
same
about
people.
anything that this man has done and just continue to give money to him. And that's where I also don't really
Bizarre.
care that much about the victims myself. I think if you put any money into the Cryptozoo project, you are really, really, really fucking stupid. And you should have known that this wasn't going to be a fruitful endeavor, nor a worthwhile endeavor. But ultimately, that doesn't mean that ultimately I side with Logan Paul and I completely have severe indifference to this. I think Logan should honestly muster up the money and start paying back. Visibly so. I don't understand why he wouldn't. The money that he has already pledged in Ethereum for the Cryptozoo refunds is quite literally a drop in the bucket for this guy. I don't know if Logan is just an evil, evil villain of a person, but quite honestly, this is just one.
He could just like the control that he has. Like, seriously, he could like the control he has over these people. It could be because of the lawsuits. He could have been advised not to do anything somehow. Or he could just really be trying to control everyone and enjoys it. I don't know. What else could it be?
And I think most people who are of functioning adult age probably will never forget. This is just history that you consistently remember. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Logan Paul. Most people in my camp don't like Logan Paul. And situations like this, quite honestly, are the reason why. So yeah, Cryptozoo. I wanted to look at it a year down the road. Honestly,
Nothing's changed.
Unfortunately, much has not changed. This is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.
Right. What a nightmare. I'm sorry to the people who bought, but all at the same time, you shouldn't have bought. There are so many different investments you can make and that don't involve influencers or especially Logan Paul. There's just so many. A tiny bit of research into this would tell you it's not a good idea. Crazy that not much has changed, but it's not very surprising. But yeah, I will leave this video in the description if you want to go give it a view and a like. We love this channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.